Hello everyone, and welcome to our notes for our future forgetful selves. Today we are representing linear patterns concretely. The goal is for you to be able to say, I can show patterns with models and use different ways of thinking about patterns to solve problems. Let's get to our first slide, where it says, some growing patterns keep growing by the same amount. So we could have a number pattern that's pretty simple. We could have like 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. Or we could have something slightly more complex like 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, etc. Now that was just the briefest review about patterns, which you probably already knew. So let's move on to pattern rules. This is where we get to learn some new things. So patterns like this, that grow by the same amount each time, can be represented by a pattern rule. For example, 3, 5, 7, 9, that number pattern that we just looked at, can be represented by the rule start at 3 and increase by 2 each time. Even if we didn't have the numbers first, we could start with this rule, and just by reading it, we could come up with this pattern. Start at 3, well, I would write a 3 down. Increase by 2 each time, well, that would give me a 5 and a 7 and a 9, etc. Next, we'll look at representing patterns. Growing patterns can be modeled with counters, linking cubes, square tiles, or other materials. So, for example, this model here shows how 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 can be represented with these colorful circles. And even if we didn't have this pattern here, if we just had these circles and no numbers on top, we could make a rule for this pattern. And it might go something like this. Start at 3, which is here, and then increase by 3 each time. And you can see we're adding 3 more each time we move along to the next group. Let's go and see what our last slide has to say. It says, representing patterns. Some models make it easy to see how the values change. For example, this model makes it easy to see how the values in the pattern 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, etc. increase by 2 each time. And I hope that we can see that because we start with a 5 and that 5 continues the whole way down the pattern. And all that's happening is each time we add another 2 of these linking cubes. So what would our pattern rule be for this one? Well, I think we should be able to see by now we start at 5, then we add 2 each time. Start at 5 and add 2 each time. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.